Melissa for Everyman Driver, and today I'm going to show you what this 2016 Mazda CX-3 all-wheel drive touring is all about with my 60-second review. This car has the keyless power door lock technology, so if you have the key fob in your pocket or your purse, you can just walk up and press the button and you can get in really quickly and easily. I love this technology, and it gives you a satisfying little beep at the end too. Under the hood, we have the Sky Active technology G2.0 liter engine. It's a 6-speed automatic with sport mode. There's no manual available as of this video. There's 146 horsepower and 146 pound-feet of torque, and it's an all-wheel drive. The color of this car is dynamic mica blue. It's beautiful, a little bit sparkly. I like that kind of pearlescent sheen to it. You can see just the look of the car is overall very sporty. We have smaller tires, 16-inch alloy wheels. The model as tested has all-season tires, and the ground clearance is just over 6 inches. We did have a bit of an issue getting out of our driveway. We just have a tiny little curb, but it keeps bottoming out on that. So ground clearance is definitely an issue for this car. I'm going to show you what the trunk space looks like in the back of the CX-3. As you can see, we have a lot of ash in the area right now. We have wildfires everywhere. We've already washed this car once, but it's just so ashy out here. With the seats up, it's 12.5 cubic feet of volume. With the seats down, it's 44.5 cubic feet of volume. That's less than the Honda HR-V and a little bit more than the Nissan Juke. I don't have my suitcases with me today because Dave caught me on my lunch break. So as far as the unit of measure, what we can fit back here, let's see. It looks like one Melissa would fit very uncomfortably back here. I'm going to show you what the back seat legroom and headroom looks like in this car. There's not a lot of legroom, and I know I say this in every video. This is my seating position, and I like to ride it back a little bit low so I look like a gangsta, you know. But the headroom is really cramped in here as well. I mean, this is actually supposed to be a 5-passenger car, and I feel like if you had 5 passengers in here, you'd be like Robin Williams and Mrs. Doubtfire impersonating a hot dog. You'd just be... I just made Dave crack up behind the camera. Okay. There's also no fold-down armrest in the back of this car, so you can see it would normally be right here. There's nothing, so I just don't know where you'd put your cup holders in this car. I feel like it could have better cup holder design. Maybe something here in the center. The CX-3 is actually 7 inches shorter than the Mazda 3 in terms of body. So I think all the legroom was lost, you know, the 7 inches was lost in the legroom. It's just really cramped back here, and I don't think 5 adults could fit very comfortably back here. I think the interior in this car is actually very upscale looking. This is a leatherette with cloth interior. I think leatherette is just a fancy way of saying it's not leather, which is sort of funny because it just feels like they could call it something else, but it's presumably vegan friendly, so if you're a vegan, you could drive this car and not feel guilty about the leather. I do enjoy the red stitching, and these little air vents are really cleverly designed and very movable. This is a touchscreen 7-inch display here, and you know, I've had a little bit of trouble with the responsiveness of it. It seems the navigation is just a little bit slow. The controls are down here on the console for it, however, and this is just something that I think is a newer thing, but the volume knob is a little bit inconvenient for the passenger, mainly because there are controls on the steering wheel here, which make it easy for the driver. I mentioned before that this car only comes in an automatic, but this actually has a manual drive mode as well. So here, if you want to go into manual drive mode, you pull it down to drive and then shift to the left. And in order to increase your gears, you can see here there's a little plus and minus sign. So you're going to pull it down to go into second, push it up to go back into first. It's pretty easy, and it's actually quite fun to drive it this way. This car actually has quite a lot of safety features. So if you put it in reverse, it has the cross traffic alert and backup camera. This car also has blind spot detection warning, so it'll flash in the side mirrors if you're trying to merge into a lane with a car in it. This car does have heated seats. It does not have ventilated seats, however, and that would be super nice on a hot day like today. And for charging up your cell phone, it's kind of convenient. You have 2 USB ports here, one for you and one for your passenger. Additional safety features for this car include traction control and also tire pressure monitoring. There are no safety ratings out for this car yet because it's just too new. It was released in 2014, but there are also dual front airbags. As far as driving impressions go, this car has very alert steering. It's fun to drive and also very sporty. It accelerates quickly as well, partly due to its low curb weight of 2,800 pounds. However, it does have a lot of cabin noise as you accelerate. This model as tested is just over $26,000. However, the base model of this car starts at $20,800. This car is considered a compact crossover, which is a fast-growing segment in the car world. It's relatively new, and most of the cars in its class are also relatively new. The Mazda CX-3 is new in 2014, the one we're driving now, as I said earlier. The Chevrolet Trax was new in 2013. The Buick Encore, you know, that's an old classic. Mini Cooper Paceman. Nissan Juke came out in 2010. The Jeep Renegade was introduced in 2014. The Fiat 500X was introduced in 2014 also, and the Honda HR-V became available in North America in 2015. However, it was introduced in Japan prior to that. Final thoughts on this car. I really did enjoy driving it around. It's very sporty. The cup holder situation needs a little bit of help. I decided on the code name for this car would be Iris, its code name. And overall, I really think this car, for the price, it's definitely worth it. The interior is very stylish, it's fun to drive. And my grandpa used to tell me that I have champagne taste on a beer budget. I think this car is wine taste on a beer budget, and it's just priced really well, and it has a lot of the cool features that anyone would want in a car. Thanks so much for watching, and like, subscribe, comment. I'll read all your comments, good or bad. So thank you.